opening weekend. It's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Play action. Here's Hurts. And his first look is incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
So 2 incompletions have led him to an early 3rd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
We'll get this up to about the 44. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. The Jaguars had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Mustang 19.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long. Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Now last year's leading rusher in the NFL, this is Jonathan Taylor. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Again, it's Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Ryan. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. Well, that sack backs Ryan and the Colts up a bit here, facing a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be taken in by Ashton Dulin. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Taylor. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Again, Ryan. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping him on the line of scrimmage? But no, not a...
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They go play action with Hurts. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. These two teams, division rivals, of course. And you remember back to Week 18 last year, although Colts fans don't want to remember back to Week 18 last year. The Colts needed a win. And the Jags, they were kind of looking ahead to 2022. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. back, an interception return for a Colts TD. But Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick six.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Jaguars take over a first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's Hurts to throw. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hurts. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's going to be knocked down just inside the 35. They'll throw on 1st down to Hurts. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
2nd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. And he will slide down with the 1st down for the moment. But a penalty flag on the field. That's Juwan Taylor, the right tackle. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to throw again. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
And after the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Straight ahead, Etienne. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
He'll look to throw. He'll get that underneath Etienne. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now back to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne. And he is going to lose yardage here. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Toward the pylon. Caught. Touchdown. Devontae Smith, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Ryan. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Etienne up the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And they'll go again with Etienne. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. The quick slant caught. Touchdown Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now on 3rd down, that pass It's knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Agnew now to return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Hurts throw here taken in by Ingram. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. From the gun, it's Hurts. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Jacksonville made Christian Kirk the headliner of their 2022 free agency spending spree, and he's one of the highest paid receivers in the league right now. So what do they expect? For him to get his first career 1,000-yard season and give them big-time production. He gets them a first down right there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On first down, Hurts. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Patterson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Taken at the goal line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
To the right side, complete to Taylor. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 65 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this third quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where you just shouldn't have thrown the football, and that ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get him next time, or hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Throwing again on second down. Ryan looking for Woods again, and he finds him. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
First and 10, Taylor now. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way. Second down, another run with Taylor.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Foyesade Oluokun made the tackle there from his safety position. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On second and 9, Ryan. He'll check this one down to Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Rolling to his left. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it. And it'll be second down. A second and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. A give for Taylor running right side. And some room to run now. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying. On first and 10, it's Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Oluokun. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here. It's a touchback And they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. So potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 117 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Now Ryan on 1st down. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Ryan. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly. And what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Okay, ready?
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So they get pushed back to the 11. And here's 2nd and goal. Another try after the 1st down sack. Ryan got his tight end. That's complete. That's Woods. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This Colts defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick six.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only do they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes? Oh, yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make this a three-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. And now here's another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Down to about the 45. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Let's go now.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They have been superb, 5 for 6 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Eluding the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, 63 yards. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Ready.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Another tote for Etienne. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. A give running right, Etienne. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 48 yards on the ground. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts will take over here at their own 14-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick, and the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
A give to Etienne running right. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, 14 yards. And the Jaguars have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. Hurts will throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 41-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. To throw again is Ryan. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And the Jags are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown out a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Hurts to throw. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And this one is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They go play action with Hurts. On the move to his left. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And my goodness, another interception. And the Colts come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. This was a very close ball game. Into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brand, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Jaguars, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs.